Hi, I'm the Highlander, and I'd like to introduce my new channel. In this channel, I'm going to make programming tutorials. And I realize that I'm making tutorials in a world that is filled with tutorials already. But I've also found that many of the tutorials that I've seen are of varying quality. Some just don't look really good or sound really good. Many of them go really fast, and I can't follow along. Some are just way too specific, and I feel it's not made for me. But there are also a couple that look really good and sound really good, and they look really accessible. But they leave me with a feeling that I'm watching someone who is very smart do something that they're really good at, and I watch them throw code on the screen. At the end, I still feel like I haven't learned anything. So what most of these tutorials miss, in my view, is what programming really is. And it looks like it is sitting down and typing code, but that's not it. That's not how I've learned to program. Programming is solving a real-world problem with computer code. And maybe really simple problems you can solve by sitting down and typing. But most problems, you have to design a solution first. You have to think of how you're going to solve your problem. So think of it as a carpenter, right? A carpenter knows his workshop. He knows all of his tools. He knows his chisels, his hammers, his glues, his pliers, his vise, everything. His sanders. And when a chair or a cabinet comes in that is broken, what's he going to do first? He's not going to run into his shop and start picking up his tools. No, he's going to look at the problem. He's going to think of, how am I going to do this? And he's going to do that with all the knowledge of his tools in his head. So he's going to transform his real-world problem into terms of his tools. Now, you're the apprentice, right? And you're seeing him do what he does. And you're not going to learn just by looking at him. It's not going to work if he just tells you, this is how I do it. That's an important step because you have to emulate him, but it is the actual doing that is going to teach you. But the first thing you have to do is to learn the workshop. You have to learn the tools. You have to learn how to translate your problem into terms of your tools. So it's the same with programming, right? And that's why most of the tutorials out there, they assume that you already know the tools. Well, I'm going to assume that you know nothing. I'm going to assume that you don't know anything about the tools. So I'm going to take it really slow, and I'm going to take it from the bottom up, and I'm going to tell you everything so that you at least know how you're going to translate that collision detection problem or that sorting thing. You want to make a sprite multiplexer, you have to know how to sort your data. You have to know how to store your data. If you want to make an inventory system, you have to know what an array is or what a vector is. Well, that's the way I'm going to work. If that is too slow for you, then you probably already know enough about coding, and there are plenty of videos for you out there. This is aimed at the people who don't know anything. So I'm going to go over the installation of the IDE and of the compiler, and I'm going to take it from the start. So if you enjoy the videos, you can donate some money on Patreon or PayPal. There are links in the description. I hope to see you soon. Bye-bye.